Hello and welcome to Rathod's IAS. Today in this video, we are going to see how to structure an answer for your UPSC CSE mains question. So recently UPSC CSE mains 2023 held, right? So I am taking one question from the geography and we are going to see how to write an answer for that question. So I am also going to show you the model answer for that question, and even we are going to see one of the answer script of our student how they address the same question, so that you can understand how important is this answer writing skills to clear this UPSC mains. Okay, so let's get started without wasting any time. So the question here is on the screen. I think you can see the question, right? That is, comment on the resources potentials of the long coastline of India and highlight the status of natural hazard preparedness in these areas. So this question is talking about coastal area and it is focusing on two important things. So first one is resources and second one is it is also talking about natural hazard preparedness. So here in this question, which is talking about India's coastal area resources and how Government of India is prepared for this natural hazards. So as we are writing this answer in IBC format, so how can we answer this question? So first you have to know about IBC format, and not only this, if you want to answer this question, you need to know about coastal area or coastal region. So you need to have some idea. So let us try to draw the map here. So I am drawing a rough map. So here this is our Arabian Sea and this is Bay of Bengal region. So this part which comes under our western coast and this part which comes under our eastern coast. So here we have Western Ghats and here we have Eastern Ghats, and finally they will meet at this Nilgiris. So what is this western coast and eastern coast? So that is the area which is present between the Western Ghats and the coastline. So that is called as western coast, and the area between the Eastern Ghats and eastern coast is called as eastern coastal area, or we can say that is a coastal plains. So we can call it as even coastal plains. So how can you write introduction here? So here in introduction you can write about coastal area. As you all know that India is peninsula and it is having a largest coastline. So you can write about the coastline of India, or else you can write about which are the resources that we can find in brief introduction. Okay, or else it is also talking about hazards, right? So you can write about India's coastal line is very large and it is prone to natural hazards. So which are the hazards that we can see? For example, floods, and for example cyclones. So these are the things that we can see normally in this coastal areas. And now because of increasing of climate change, one more problem we are seeing is increasing of sea level rise, right? And one more problem that we are seeing in this coastal areas is because of this climate change, there is increased melting of glaciers. So because of this increased melting of glaciers, especially melting of glaciers in Himalayas, there is increased flow of rivers. There is increased flowing in the rivers. So whenever there is increased water in rivers, finally they will be joining Bay of Bengal. So here I am talking about rivers like Ganga and Brahmaputra. So because of this, there will be effect on salinity. So because of this salinity difference or change, it will be affecting further biodiversity. So in this way, you can write a brief introduction regarding what are the hazards we are facing. Is that clear? So this is about introduction. And what can you write in body? In body, you have to address two important things. So first one is about resources which are present in our Indian coast. So here 4 to 5 points with examples is enough. And if you want to improve your presentation, here you can also draw a map and you can show like in which state which type of resources are present. And next part here is you can talk about India's preparedness. So how India prepared to address this natural hazards. So this is a combination of both your disaster management, environment and geography related questions. And this type of trend is seeing in this UPSC. UPSC is not only asking questions from single subject. There is interconnectedness. So because of this, while you are reading current affairs or while you are practicing answers, you have to practice in such a way you are interconnecting the issues with the other subjects. Okay. So this is very much clear with this year UPSC mains. So here in this natural hazard preparedness, so here we have early warning system. So here we have INCOIS. Okay. And not only that, we are also focusing on community awareness development. Right. So whatever the things that we have in our preparedness, you have to focus on that. And here at least 3 to 4 points is enough. And finally, last part, it is our conclusion. So you have to write like, so even though you are having well prepared, okay, we had been well prepared to address this natural hazards. So even though there is increasing of vulnerability because of, for example, climate change, because of urbanization, etc., you can write and you can conclude your answer. So without conclusion, your answer will be incomplete. So try to write the conclusion at last. So this is a normally, okay, so this is a normally structure of answer that you have to write. So now let us see the model answer and let us try to see which are the points that you have to include in your paper, especially we are going to see the body. This is our model answer so that you can understand which points you can write in introduction and body and as well as how can you conclude. So in introduction, you can simply write about India's coastline. So India is having a very vast coastline of 7,516 kilometers. So which is bordering Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. So here also there is a chance of drawing map. Arabian Sea here and Bay of Bengal here. Right? And this coast is very much rich in mineral resources. So like that you can write your introduction. And what are the resources that you are having? For example, we have mineral resources. Here we have limestone, silica, garnet. They are seen in which state? For example, here in Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. So whenever you are drawing map, you have to ensure that. So in Gujarat and Tamil Nadu, here we can see this limestone, silica and garnet. You can label that in the map. And this one is, yes, we have beaches. So coasts are very famous for beaches, right? So in these beaches, we can get sand minerals. For example, ilmenite, rutile and zircon. Example, Odisha. Odisha has significant, it is one of the significant producer of ilmenite and garnet. And next one is we can also get some marine resources. For example, polymetallic nodules, right, which are combination of manganese, nickel and cobalt. And even we got permission to get this polymetallic nodules. And next one is we can get some heavy minerals. For example, monazite, sillimanite and leucosine. So if you are not knowing this, you can leave this. But what are the points that exactly you know? Try to write them. And we know that we have oil and gas resources. Okay, you can write that. For example, we have Krishna Godavari basin. And next one is we are also getting this thorium, which comes under our nuclear minerals, especially in state of Kerala. It is very much famous. And even we can get sand and clay, which will be very helpful for building of constructions or construction purposes. And we are having fisheries. So fisheries, especially this food or like fish, prawns, that will be helpful for maintaining of protein security. And you can see like Andhra Pradesh, it is famous for the shrimp farming. And we are also having the good marine biodiversity. For example, we have corals. And we are also going for agriculture in this coastal areas, especially in this Kerala region. So like that you can write some important points. And even you can write about salt. So we are having the salt pans. So in this salt pans we are going for making of this or preparation of this salt. So how this salt is prepared? So salt is prepared by the evaporation of seawater, and especially this Gujarat is very much famous for the production of salt. And this is the first part. And the second part, we have to see what is the status of natural hazard preparedness in India. So here the first one is, yes, India is very much vulnerable to cyclones and storm surges, right? Especially this Bay of Bengal coast and Arabian Sea coast, it is very much vulnerable. So for this, we have early warning systems. So because of this early warning systems, we can understand what it is going to happen, okay, before that actually happens. So because of this, we can decrease the deaths, or we can say like we can decrease casualties. And next one is for the tsunami also we had preparedness. For example, we had Indian Tsunami Early Warning System, and it is located in Hyderabad, because India, which had been affected a lot because of this 2004 tsunami. So in this 2004 tsunami, southernmost tip of India, that is Indira Point, had been submerged. Okay, that is Indira Point. And next one is floods. So coastal regions, especially in the monsoon season, they are susceptible to flooding. For example, states like Kerala, they invested a lot in this flood mitigation infrastructure, even reservoirs, flood control systems, etc. And next one is, we are also facing this problem of coastal erosion, right? So here different state governments, they went for the projects to combat this erosion in these coastal areas, and they came up with this construction of sea walls, okay, and as well as grinones in this vulnerable regions of Puducherry. And we are also having this disaster response and relief, that is we have NDRF forces, that is National Disaster Response Force, okay. And next one is we have community education as well as awareness as well. So these are some points that you can write about this. And in conclusion, you can say like India's long coastline, which offers substantial resource potential. We have fisheries, we have tourism, especially Andaman and Nicobar and Goa. So we'll be visiting those places for the tourism. And even we have ports, renewable energy, etc. But they are facing these natural hazards. So because of this, we are enhancing our disaster preparedness and response so that we can protect the lives and resources. So in this way, you can write your answer. So I will show you one of the paper which is written by our student. So question is same, that is comment on the resources potential of long coastline of India and highlight the status of natural hazard preparation in these areas. So I found the first mistake here is there is no identification of number of sub-questions. So sub-question here is, first one is resources, second one is natural hazard preparedness. And here there is no need of writing introduction at all. And here you can see India's extensive coastline stretching from over 7,500 km holds immense resources. It is resource potential and strategic significance. For example, we have fisheries, trade routes, biodiversity, renewable energy, etc. And the body, first one here is resource potential of coastline of India. So there is no underlining of heading. So first one is fishery and agriculture, okay, but there is no example written here. And tourism and recreation, given example like Goa, Kerala and Andaman and Nicobar, but here you have to write full forms, not the shortcuts anywhere. And energy, so we have wind energy in Gulf of Mannar, okay, very good. And even it talked about tidal energy. And mineral resources like Mumbai salt pan, so it is also seen in Gujarat actually, so it is also one mistake. And next one is biodiversity and ecosystem services, for example mangroves and coral reef, but not elaborated how they are providing these services, because they will be acting or protecting the coastline whenever there is tsunami or cyclones, but that thing is not given here. And next one here is status of hazard preparedness. So this is second sub question, no underlining. Next, first one is early warning system, but it is incomplete. Next one is infrastructure resilience. For example, National Cyclone Risk Mitigation and the Coastal Disaster Risk Reduction Project. Okay. And next one is disaster preparedness in what? So this is also incomplete. And coastal vulnerability assessments. Okay. Next one is climate change adaptation. So here there is a chance of adding more points that we discussed in our model answer. And there is map, but there is no title of this map, just west coast, east coast. And here there is a chance of drawing the states, differentiating them, and you can show like, so which resources are present in which state also. And let us see the conclusion part. So conclusion is, despite these efforts, coastal regions in India face challenges in terms of natural hazard preparedness, because rapid urbanization, high population densities and climate change, the impacts exacerbate the vulnerability of these areas. But the sentence formation is not fine, so even sentence formation plays a very important role. So this is one of the answer which is written by one of our student. Okay, so now let us go back. 1 minute. Let us go back. So I want to show one important thing here is, so we are going to start new batch of mains answer writing practice soon on 9th October 2023. So here, if you are a student who are facing problem regarding how to structure an answer, or if you are facing problem regarding which content you have to include, or if you are facing problem regarding the keywords or directives in the question, so you can come and you can join this course. So this is very helpful course, and many students, they got benefited regarding this course after joining this, because we are covering each and every subject of your GS under GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4, and on every Sunday we will be having essay and case study practice. And whatever the questions we are giving, we are providing model answer for each and every question, and even for essay and case study, and there will be detailed evaluation of your answers. So how we evaluate it now in the same manner, so detailed evaluation will be there, even spelling mistakes will be also checked, and there will be live doubt clearing sessions on every Sunday. Okay, that is on through Zoom, so that you can raise your voice and you can clear your doubts. And if you have any doubts regarding the subjects, yes, you can clear those doubts in that Zoom sessions on every Sunday. And here, if you want to enroll this course, you can call me on this number that is 8074765513, and this is also the WhatsApp number. So why I am focusing on mains, because so many students, they are facing difficulty in clearing this mains. So mains is one of the important and challenging tasks, because you have to focus on word limit and you have to focus on time limit. So writing an answer within 7 to 8 minutes is a very difficult task, believe me. So you have to need a practice. So how many students they have a question like, so how many questions should I write a day? So if you are preparing 1 year before examination, so writing of one answer per day is more than enough. So try to join this course, because we are going to practice every day one question. Okay, and we are going to give you the detailed schedule what you have to read for the next 1 year, and in that schedule we are also going to give you micro listing of topics, so that you will be not confused at all, like which are the topics that you have to read from that so and so area. Okay, so here one more thing I can say is, if you want to enroll, so you can call me on this number, or else you can directly move on to the website. So you can directly move on to the website. So if you go to this Rathor's IAS Academy website, so this will be the home page that you can see. So this will be the home page. So if you are first visiting our website, you have to click on this login and register. So after clicking on this login and register, so this page will be opened. So you should not directly enter your mail ID and password here. So for the first time, if you are visiting, you have to register first. So for that you have to click on do not have account, and it will be asking the details like name, email ID, mobile number and password, and you have to click on register here. So after clicking on registering, now you have to go to this login page and you have to give your email ID and password and you can log in. So after login, you have to click on this courses, and here you can see the course list. So here in this course list, here at last you can see that is mains answer writing course. So here you can click on the buy course, and after that it will be opening this checkout page. So here also you have to give the details, and after that you have to give the checkout, and the payment gateway will be opening here. Okay, like this, and you can proceed with the payment here. So in this way you can join this course. Okay, not only this, only mains answer writing is available. So here we are providing wide range of courses. Like if you want to take the single subject where you are facing difficulty, for example, if you are facing difficulty in economy, you can go and you can buy this course. So before buying this course, if you want to watch the demo videos, you can click on this play course. So whenever you are clicking on the play course, there are 3 videos will be opened. So you can watch those 3 videos without paying any penny. So even in this history also, you can see that these are the different modules in history, and if you want to watch the videos, so you can click on that, and before payment itself you can watch 3 demo videos in each and every subject. Okay, so this is about this course of mains answer writing. So try to join this course, it's at most beneficial. And even if you want to have this entire foundational course that we are providing in the Rathor's IAS Academy, yes, the cost of that foundation course is also limited. It is just 45,000 rupees and the validity is 2 years. So try to join the course in the Rathor's IAS Academy, and if you have any doubt, you can call me directly on this number 8074765513. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this Rathor's IAS Academy.